Pick up on this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Attack of the VIP show. Very important show today, Sarah.
Very important people.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what we're going for
We've had
today.
a couple on this show.
We've had a few, and, you know, they deserve their own show.
Of course, and that's why we're going to take a fun look back at those guests who made us laugh, and who made us think, and most importantly, who formed complete sentences.
Because, Kevin, not all our guests have done that. In fact, very few.
Yeah, well, you know, you get the bloggers on. They're
We can count them on our hands.
good writers.
Good writers.
Not so great interviews.
Sometimes the televisions can be a little...
A little scary. But that's not what today's show is about.
No,
It's about the
absolutely not.
important people. In fact, kicking things off is a guy who really gained fame by gaining weight. He's McDonald's nemesis, Morgan Spurlock.
Although death by McDonald's would have made for a cool tombstone, documentary filmmaker Morgan Spurlock survived Super Size Me and is back with a brand new series called 30 Days, and everybody hopefully will be watching it after this. Morgan, thank you for coming on our show.
Thanks for having me.
I say you look fantastic. You look fine.
It's all Alex. Alex cleaning me out.
Not only do you have some of the best facial hair we've ever had on our show, and I thank you for bringing that to the couch, but you know, you seem to have recovered from all the McDonald's torture.
Yeah, you know, luckily I had a great girlfriend who, you know, she was there to clean me out, get me back to health afterwards. You know, she put me on a detox diet to get me back to my fighting shape.
Very nice.
So
and now everybody can have access to the detox diet, right?
Yeah, she wrote a book. It's called The Great American Detox Diet. That's all about how, you know, she cleaned me out and how, you know, everybody can just like do the same thing.
Very nice. The complete inverse of what you did to yourself.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Any lingering health issues? You're all right now?
No. The one thing.
Should I scoot this way?
No, it's all good.
Okay.
It's all good. It's not gonna like jump off on you.
Okay, good. You never know these days.
That's true. The one thing that's happened is ever since I've made the film is my ability to gain weight is really easy. Like I can put on 3-4 pounds in a weekend like that.
Really?
Yeah, which is
Fantastic.
scary.
That's
great.
And that's the anti-ability you want in this town.
Yeah,
of course.
I've got that kind of Renee Zellweger thing going now, where I can just go Bridget Jones it up in a weekend.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see you doing the pucker face though.
No, not so much. Well, that's, you know, if I lose a couple more pounds, then my skin will just spring in and.
See, there you go. That's Renee Zellweger.
Yeah.
The 30 Days is your new series here. Why continue to torture yourself and those around you? Like, you could do 30 days at, you know, a burlesque strip club, but instead you want to live on minimum wage.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. That'll be 30 Days on Gilligan's Island. You know, that'll be like when
Very
that's when
nice.
we're jumping the shark.
Yeah, just integrating and just making it happen.
Exactly.
So what's the concept behind the 30 days?
Well, the goal with the show was to kind of was to create a show where we could examine social issues in a fun way, much like we did with Super Size Me. And so each week in the show, we take somebody and put them in an environment, a situation that's different from their own for a month, for 30 days. And I was going to do all 6 in the beginning. Like when I first pitched the show to FX, I said, and then each month I'll go away and I'll do one for 30 days.
Sure.
And then Alex, my girlfriend, said, if you do that, you're not going to have a girlfriend very long.
Right.
Yeah. And so I said, well, how about one? And so she and I did the first one together.
Right, and that was you lived on minimum wage for 30 days. Right, that was brilliant. And then now, how hands-on are you with the project now, though? Because I mean, it is your baby.
It's still my baby. So I mean, I'm very involved in the edit. You know, I just recorded the last voiceover today for the final episode next week, which is another one of my favorite episodes of the season. You know, tonight is Off the Grid, where we take a couple and suddenly they give up all of their, you know, their SUVs and their electricity and all their products, and they move on to like this eco village, you know, and live off the grid for 30 days.
Oh, great.
Which was a great episode. And then next week is the binge drinking mom, where, you know, a mom who's trying to show her college age daughter how you know, the ramifications, the repercussions of her actions as a college freshman, where the daughter's a huge drinker and is going out ripping it up.
Sure.
You know, so for 30 days the mom basically becomes a college partier and binge drinks for 30 days.
So the stereotype MILF that I would enjoy.
That's right.
You've now created for me.
You know, and if you know, there was I was hoping for more of the college girls that I knew, you know, with the tops off, but no, it didn't quite go.
Didn't happen.
But it was still a great show.
Very nice. Now, do you ever worry that someone might harm themselves? Because you are taking people and putting them in situations where they might get, you know, antagonized, they might get beat up in a bar. You never know. Or do you hope that happens because then, hey, it's great for ratings?
Well, you know, we'll show you a clip, and this was from one of my favorite episodes where we took an ex-Army reservist from Michigan, and he went and lived in the Castro in San Francisco, one of the gayest places in the country, and for 30 days he saw.
Many people think that's the set, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
this couch, actually.
Thank you for clarifying. No, so you take them there, you transplant them into the situation.
And for 30 days, this guy moved in with a gay roommate and really saw what it was like to be gay in America. And in the scene that's here, he's in a gay bar, and he is getting getting confronted by people in the gay bar, and you'd never know what's going to happen, and that's what makes the show great, and also possibly a little frightening.
Did you bring a clip with you, Morgan?
I did.
You did. All right, let's
check it out.
Let's take a look at a clip from 30 Days. This is like disgusting. I don't know.
Disgusting?
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you guys.
Yeah, that's okay.
But
it's disgusting
this
to
is
you.
just some place that I would never want to be at, you know?
I didn't know if any guys were going to be coming up and hitting on me or anything.
No.
Come on, give him a kiss. You're getting too old. You're getting too old not to play rugby.
Sorry, guys, we're tonight.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Hey, come on, we're not boyfriends.
Hey, look it. I ain't looking to I'm just talking this. Oh my God! This is get off of me. You know what? You don't even belong here, and you're not even comfortable here.
Belong here.
Look, you don't.
You gotta tell me that. I know that.
We graduated. And you have too much testosterone. You're too uncomfortable, and you don't even belong here.
Don't tell me what I have. You don't know me.
What?
I said you don't know me. Don't tell me what I have.
I don't want to know you.
Then why are you over here talking to me?
Because I can't.
Why did you come over here? You don't want to know me, but you came over here.
This is my bar, and if you don't like it, leave.
At the beginning of this whole experiment, it was interesting. It was something new, hanging out with guys all the time. But it's getting old. Very nice.
So now, what happens with that situation? Here, a guy's been transplanted. Does he come out of it a completely changed man and crying to the camera and
Well, I think
a new love for latex? Or
yeah, exactly.
What happens?
He's got a great pair of chaps now that he rocks. Yeah. Now, what was fantastic after that episode is Ryan didn't come out convinced that homosexuality isn't a sin against God, because he is a Christian. That's what he believes. But what he did come out with was a better understanding of their lifestyle. That that the gay people aren't just the people he reads about, the stereotypes. He can now put a face to it, and he made some great friends there. Ed, the guy that he lives with, he and Ryan became really close friends, and I thought that was something more than we could have ever hoped for.
Sure. And he got a huge ego boost now that he knows that he can survive in any bar in town.
That's right. Yeah.
He knows he's not going home alone,
That's right.
which
Exactly.
is great. Are you ever worried that you're going to run out of those hot button topics though? Like it'll be 30 days of 2% milk as opposed to whole because
that's season 7.
Yeah. Now, I mean, is that a concern to you, or are you saying, look,
no,
this country's so messed up, we clearly have enough for many seasons?
Well, I think there's so many things we can cover, and you just look at the newspaper every day at what the headlines are. There are so many possibilities to deal with on a continual basis, and I think so long as we live in a country where people can be free thinkers and can agree to disagree, and can also agree not to disagree, where there can be some real headbutting, I think we'll never run out of topics.
Sure. Morgan, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Again,
thanks,
excellent work on the documentary.
Thank you.
It's
I
brilliant.
appreciate it. Cool.
So there you go. For more info on Morgan and, of course, on 30 Days, visit attackoftheshow.com. And be sure to check out Don't Eat This Book by Morgan Spurlock and The Great American Detox Diet by Alex Jameson.
Fun fact, actually, because of that interview, I toyed with the idea of growing the old handlebar mustache.
Oh, I think it would look so good on you. What happened?
Yeah, I can't grow facial hair properly. I've toyed with it in the
You've got a
past.
patchy kind of a thing.
It looks.
going on?
I have very special pores. Let's just say that.
You've
Morgan,
got nice pores.
one of the nicest guys we've
He was
ever had on
great.
here, by
He
the
was
way.
great. And Morgan, come on back. When Attack of the VIP show continues, cult movie icon Bruce Campbell explains the art of lovemaking,
Yeah.
the diagrams, and sound effects. Ew.
Yeah, a little gross.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Bruce Campbell is, well, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
What else can you really say?
Yeah, no, that's it. But getting him on the couch, honestly, was I think it was a big geek high point for all of us.
Sure was.
Our next guest needs no introduction because if you're watching this show and don't know who Bruce Campbell is, well, then you should be hacked into tiny pieces with a rusty chainsaw. Welcome to the show, Bruce.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Now, you've got a lot of projects going right now.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. I had to disappear for a while to do stuff. Now I'm doing the tap dance.
You're a man of multimedia. Movies, TV, books, video games. Let's talk about one of my all-time favorite film series, Evil Dead.
Oh, that.
Yeah, Evil Dead. The film that started it all. I mean, Evil Dead 2 is coming out from Anchor Bay in an HD DVD edition.
Yeah, they're trying to keep up with the times and give folks the good stuff that they demand.
Now, one of the great things about the Evil Dead DVDs is you've done commentary for them all.
Yeah.
You seem to know more about the films than Sam. You're more articulate about expressing the ways in which the film was
Well, you know how
made.
those directors, they have their trade secrets.
Right.
So some of them, very honestly, are very loath to say, and then I bolted the the camera on top of a grip's head for this shot. You know, sometimes it doesn't occur to them to speak that way. And to me, I was sort of amazed watching Sam work in many ways. So I was always impressed of like, yeah, we had to put this stupid camera up here and run it on this track here. And so...
But that's one of the great innovations in the Evil Dead films was the shaky cam, which is basically a steady cam that's the cost of a 2x4.
Yeah, it's a
Explain
steady
that.
cam with no money.
Yeah.
No gyroscope, no nothing. Because, you know, you think about it, a steady cam really is an incredibly heavy device. It's expensive. You have to have a special operator. Well, in 1979, we didn't have any of that. Steady cam was too expensive. So really, the idea was just take a board, take a 2x4, put the camera in the middle, put a Yahoo on either end, and what's cool about it is you can go up to a bush and go right over it. If you had a steady cam, you actually couldn't do that.
So that's how you got all those like
up and over cars and
shots.
bushes and
crazy.
And the opening shot of Evil Dead is a 16mm camera taped around Sam's hand that's gliding across a swamp, and I'm pushing him in a raft and with stupid fishing waders on from behind. So
let's talk about the new Evil Dead game that's coming out.
Yes.
You're a fistful of boomstick. Tell us about it.
Well, Cranky Pants has taken over the reins on this version for THQ, and you know they're cool cats. They wanted to reimagine it, give it the new technology, because I think that's the hardest thing of games is staying current. I've worked on video games where by the time the game was done, they had outmoded the entire platform and never came out. They just moved beyond it. So Cranky Pants is. My terminology is all terrible here. I'm such a layman, but you know they're into some of the ragdoll movements to get the characters' movements way more realistic. And my son Andy has given it the seal of approval.
Now let's talk about the Spider-Man films. Spider-Man 1, you're in Spider-Man 2. I assume you're going to be in Spider-Man 3, and you're going to tell us something
It's actually
about
my contract. There's a weird thing. They actually can't make Spider-Man 3 without me. I held them up for the sequel.
Tell us something. You got to give us a spoiler, or as I like to say, give us a spoiler.
Spoiler.
Give us a spoiler.
The safest thing I can tell you, the most accurate, is that I will be annoying Spider-Man.
Come on, you got to give me more than that.
You
Bruce,
know.
you can't leave me with that. Don't leave me hanging.
Sam Raimi will send out his foot soldiers, and they will get me. They will kneecap me in this parking lot if I give away any sort of factoids. I don't know that I'm going to be putting on a funny suit, a Spider-Man suit, or a villain suit. Sam is, you know, they're very close guarded. I don't know if I will defeat Spider-Man. I don't know if I will annoy him. I don't know if I will. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Are you implying something? Am I going to?
Well, you'll have to read into it.
Rumors all over the internet after.
Yes, of course. Well, but yeah, and we all know that the internet is very accurate.
Let's talk about the films you've got going right now. You've got Man with the Screaming Brain.
Yes, it's a tender love story.
Tell us about Man with the Screaming Brain.
Well, that's kind of a strange beast. I'm embarrassed to say it took 18 years to get made. The idea was given to my partner, David Goodman, in a rowboat by a director friend of ours 18 years ago in North Carolina. And it took us this long to put it together. The Sci-Fi Channel is a partner on it. I've been making some stuff for Sci-Fi these days. And they're going to air it this, like last Sunday in September.
And the other one was Alien Apocalypse.
Alien Apocalypse, which just aired.
Let's talk about the new book.
Yeah.
You know, I read your first book, and Make Love the Bruce Campbell
Yeah,
Way.
what is up with that?
Let's take a look at this book. Look at that.
It's out of control, man.
Now, tell me about the new book.
Well, you know what? Hollywood's a weird place. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yeah.
And it's full of weird characters. And the idea for the second book, publishers get a little nervous sometimes if you come to them and say, after I made If Gins Could Kill, Confessions of a B movie actor, I want to go make a Grapes of Wrath novel. They'd kind of laugh in your face. So this is a way for the apple to not fall too far from the tree. I put myself as the lead character in the book.
Now, there's a lot of funny. I mean, there's a lot of pictures in here. Some
Yeah,
really
if you don't
funny
like the
stuff.
words, there's plenty of
But
pictures.
look at the words, though, Bruce. I gotta say a little something.
Yeah.
Look at the spacing. Look how big the words are. This
Hey.
looks like you're like trying to finish your report on time. I need a book that's 300 pages. Little padding in there, or what? Come
Well,
on,
you know
look
what?
at that.
It's very
Look at this.
important. It's very important in this illiterate society of ours for people to feel confident when they open a book. A sixth grader could open that book and go, I think I can polish that off in an hour. It's not going to be a hard read.
Well,
That
you know
much
what?
I can guarantee.
It'll
But you know
be-
what? It's actually not a book for small type. This is a kind of in-your-face, ridiculous romp in a fictitious Hollywood world.
And an amazing 1 hour read. Great, Bruce. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bruce stuck around to take phone calls later in the show, thus creating other geek high points all over the country.
Yeah, that's disgusting. actually. When Attack of the VIP show continues, one celebrity guest made us seriously consider trank darts.
Not Tara Reid, though.
No.
We're talking about light bulb enthusiast Tom Green. Cheers, Kevin.
Cheers to you, Sarah Lane. Welcome back to Attack of the VIP show. It's our chance to prove that not all of our guests were famous simply for selling body parts on eBay.
No, sir. We had Tom Green on the show, and we had heard before he was a bit mellower, but Kevin got to find out just what mellower meant. Well, I actually hid in the dressing room.
Yeah, you did. With us today is a man who needs no introduction, mainly because...
Why are you introducing me then?
We'd be because... all right, we won't then.
Yeah, well,
welcome to the show.
If I don't need an introduction, it just seems like...
Well, it's our polite... You really kind of do. It's just our polite way of saying, hey, welcome.
Yeah, hi.
And it's...
I was on MTV 5 years ago. Hi.
But Tom, our writer, spent time writing a joke. Can I read it?
Oh, what's that?
It's a joke. Like, you spent time writing
read the joke.
All right, here we go. Yeah. A man with us today is a man who needs no introduction, mainly because we forced to mention... Hold on.
I thought you said...
No, you'd once...
an introduction.
But here's the introduction. Here's the part that we didn't need to say.
Oh, okay.
Is that you once suckled a cow udder and you're disturbingly Canadian.
Oh, that's right, yeah. What's that mean, disturbingly Canadian?
Apparently
you got a problem with Canadians?
I don't. Our writer does. Our writer does.
You guys came to my house last week.
We did.
To, talk about my blogging.
Well, let's talk about your website.
What's is there a difference between that?
Well, the blog is a section of your website. Let's set up the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. That's just my favorite section.
It is.
The blogging part, yeah. There's all sorts of stuff on my website. There's pictures and video clips, and you can look at pictures, and you can read stuff, pictures from my trip to Iraq, all sorts of things. But I really like the blogging part, really.
All right, let's get. We actually, like you said, we went to your house.
Yeah.
We filmed a little bit about the blog, so let's show that, and then we'll get to it.
That quick, right away?
Yeah, let's just do it.
We're just gonna play it right now.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Are you gonna play it or what? It's Kevin from G4 is here. Hey, Kevin.
Tom, how's it going?
How are you?
You invited me. You knew I was coming.
I know.
Right? Okay.
That's why I know your name is Kevin from G4.
Exactly.
I invited you. Yeah, I knew you were coming.
Perfect.
There's a camera here.
Oh, well, I wasn't even expecting
that. Your camera's already here.
Oh, this is our camera?
Yeah, of course.
I thought this was for your blog.
No, my camera for my blog's really little. Come here, I'll show you. It's a little Sony consumer camera.
Stores the files right on the memory stick, so you don't have to fuss with any tapes or...
No tape, right on the memory stick. And then basically what I do is I make little documents of... documentations of my day or of fun things that are happening. I like to really document a lot of mundane things on the site. Coffee. So now all I do is plug this in here. So I'll just drag them down here. Boom. 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 In iMovie, I just go in here and I convert it to a web-sized file. So I just click upload save video. So I basically get the code off videoaddon.com, then I copy and paste it onto blogger.com, and then it's all linked into my site that way. Most people assume that this is sort of like some big corporate website or something, and they don't believe that I'm getting the posts and stuff, but it's just, it's just emailing me here on my home computer. So email me and be my pen pal. Yeah, so I'm going to take a little blog right now, if that's cool.
No, by all means.
Take a little video for the blog.
Okay.
But this is a great camera, right?
Right.
You guys were talking about this a minute ago. Can I have this?
We were. No.
I've been trying to get one.
But you can play with it.
What's that?
You can. No.
I want to have this as a gift for coming on the show.
All right. You know what? It's yours. It's absolutely yours. In fact, we have 5 of them backstage.
This is really? Do you really?
One at home, one in your car,
JVC
one at work, etc.
Yeah. So I blog every day. It's fun.
Now, aside from you in a horse head and playing harmonica with your dogs, is there other stuff on there?
Yeah, I'm building a doghouse right now. So I took a little video this morning. It's 7 feet long by 4 feet wide. And I'm going to sleep in the doghouse tonight with the dogs.
Very nice.
I'm going to take a little video of that. It's a really spacious doghouse. You really got to check it out. www.tomgreen.com. If you like doghouses, you should check it out. It's going to be nice. Really soft cushions in there.
Good.
But I like to open my life up to people on the site,
That doesn't weird you out at all? I mean, you're basically helping the stalkers. You're taking their day job.
Yeah, well, I make sure I don't shoot the outside of the house.
Well, we shot it while we were there. We thought we'd roll that if that's okay.
I hope you don't.
No, we did.
There are people that want me dead.
No,
A
we don't.
lot of
people.
Want that. Lot of people. But now this is fun. This is live television, right?
This is live. Yes.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, fun. Do you ever smash those lights?
No, we
stuff?
don't. We don't.
Really?
We can't afford to smash
No,
lights.
come on. You would just break one of them.
No, not
Really?
at all. No, we never have.
Really?
I don't think we're planning on it either, Tom, to be
Okay, all
honest.
right, okay.
But, you know, when we do, I'll be sure to take a
God, they
video
just
of
look
it
like
and
they'd
give
be
it to
so
you.
fun to kick those.
They
though,
would.
you know?
Oh, they would be real fun.
Look at that.
They
This one
would
right
be
here.
so-
Just check this out, okay? Just one. You can
Just-
get another light bulb, right? Yeah, no big deal. Check out.
Yeah, oh, jeez.
That's cool.
And it's on fire.
Oh,
it's actually on
oh,
fire
geez.
now, which is great. Well, blog it.
No,
It's on
it's out,
fire.
it's out, it's
It was on fire.
Cool, that's cool.
Yeah,
So,
that's fun. See, I can't get away with that. You could come on our show and get
Well,
away
I
with
mean, I
it.
saw the executive producer, and he said, "Yeah, I mean, you guys are sticking a camera in someone's ass today."
We are doing that. And
You
in
know?
fact, we wanted to extend the offer to you. If you'd...
No.
It'd be nice to serve a blog entry out of your own ass.
I got out of gross out comedy 2 years ago. Now I'm into breaking light bulbs.
Ah, gotcha.
And blogging.
And what have
but
you
have
been
you
up-
been to my website?
What? No, I have. I've seen many blog entries, but
It's fun. Like we're doing cool stuff on it right now on the site. Where like I'm telling people around the world to make T-shirts. Okay, www.tomgreen.com T-shirts.
All right.
It's sort of shameless self-promotion for the site, and they go out in front of a landmark in their part of the world, like in New Zealand. And there's kids going out in front of landmarks there, like the mountains. You know, the Lord of the Rings mountains.
Sure.
Yeah, that's in New Zealand. And in England, there's people going out in front of Big Ben and taking pictures and advertising my site for me for free.
and that's one of the cool
And then
things
we
that's
put
going
the
on.
pictures up on there.
Oh, very
It's
nice.
cool. It's fun.
You've actually met people that have submitted stuff to your site, correct?
Yeah. I was over in London last week, and then this kid who's been, his name's Daniel Lomas. He's been going around London taking pictures of himself with the TomGreen.com T-shirt on. He showed up at the Sting concert that I was hosting.
Yeah.
And
and on to Sting,
yeah,
and that's
we
it?
went and saw Sting and hung out. It was fun.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. Man, this is comfortable here.
It's a great
So
set,
are you
right?
really sticking something in a man's
Yeah, we will. That's coming up.
behind?
Yeah, it's coming up. It's going
Did
to
he
be good.
volunteer to do that?
He did, actually.
Is
did.
he showing his face on television?
I don't think he is.
Really?
No, I don't think he is.
So there's not going to be a tight shot of his face as
the insertion
it's
is happening.
inserted?
No, I don't.
No.
I think we're going to stay away from that one. We'll let the viewers at home paint their own.
That
picture.
would be pretty good. I would.
would.
I mean, it might be a good shot.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time. But I want to mention you have a book on shelves, correct?
Want to break
hopefully
another
it's
light?
on a
Can we
shelf?
break another light bulb?
No, but let's talk about the book on
Let's
shelves.
get a nod from the executive producer. Can we break one more light bulb?
The executive producer has run out of the studio
no more.
now.
Okay.
He's like, no.
It was cool the way it almost burned the studio down.
That'd
though,
have been good.
That would have been really, really horrible.
All right.
Yeah. So what were you going to say?
That you had a book, but you know,
No, we don't have to talk about
we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, I do have a book, though. You can check it out on my website.
Tom Green,
www.tomgreen.com. And you can check out how to get the book. It's right in the front page. It's called Hollywood Causes Cancer.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's a tender love story, I'm assuming.
Tender. There are tender moments.
Good.
Yeah.
Tom, thank you very much for destroying our set.
Thanks, man. I
and
love
joining
this
us.
show. I love it.
Cool.
And thank you so much for having me on and helping me promote my blog.
There you go.
Because blogging is the wave of the future, folks.
All right, for more info on Tom Green's blog, make sure you go to tomgreen.com and be sure to check out Tom's book, Hollywood Causes Cancer. Oh, good times.
Now, we've fixed our set since Tom's visit, but Kevin, no joke, still has the burnt-out light bulb on his desk.
Yeah.
He's such a fanboy.
A little bit.
You're
It was
such
a
a
fun.
fanboy.
It was a different time back then. The show was new. I mean, that was like our first week of show, so it was a nice memento.
It was our second show, I think.
It was, actually.
Those were days, weren't
Those were
they?
the days.
Wow.
When Attack of the VIP show is done, dusting off more clips, which seem to have been stored in dog hair and tar for some reason. Danica McKellar breaks up this sausage party. Stick around. Danica McKellar.
Winnie Cooper.
Well, former Wonder Year star, yes. Current math genius hottie. I actually, fun fact, I actually had to kneecap Sarah to ensure that I got this interview.
And my knee still hurts.
Good. If pity dating Kevin Arnold didn't already make Danica McKellar a geek icon, then her post-Wonder Years career certainly has. She's a sci-fi star, a TV star, a video game star, and apparently a mathematician. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Danica, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on. It was a
My
pleasure talking to you at G4.
Yes,
I
it
said I
was.
would get you on the couch one way or another. You're here.
Yeah,
so
which
thank
couch?
you. Thanks. Well, no, the show. The show, of course. I would never self-flatter that way.
Of course.
You are a video game star.
Well, my voice is, I
well,
guess.
yes, which is like Spanish fly to a geek, I hear. So, Tell me, what video game work have you done?
Well, probably the most recent one is a couple of characters in Fear, but also X-Men Legends, Jubilee.
Very
That's probably my favorite one because she has superpowers. You know, her like electricity comes out of her hands. And
did they give you like 40 different cues for like electricity grunt number 1
yes!
and
I love it. Oh my God, that is so much fun because you get to do like punch people. I mean, but you just make the sound that you would vocally make if you punch somebody, and then you make the sound that you would vocally make if you're getting punched. So, and it's like small punch, big punch, really big punch.
Danica,
so,
I don't want to put you on the spot, but there we go. Okay, I was going to ask for that.
Or then, you know, or like falling back or then jumping. Like, what sound do you make when you jump?
I'm generally silent.
Do you even know?
I have interns lift me up. I refuse.
If you jump, you go, like that's the sound that it makes.
Oh, so you even include the land?
Yes.
That is professional.
It's amazing. But the first time that I ever did it was for Jubilee, and so I actually just jumped like in the recording. I was like give me a minute.
Hold on, let me figure this out. Hold on.
So like, and then like little jump, medium jump.
Give me Grand Canyon jump. Nice.
And then you like, because you fell.
All right, so you've proven video games, done. Check. The geek trifecta that is you is one closer.
Thank you.
The second geek genre, of course, sci-fi.
Yes.
What's going on with you in the world of sci-fi?
Tomorrow night, Saturday night at 9 o'clock.
And we know our viewers have nothing to do on a Saturday night, so they're tuning in.
No, it's a Saturday night movie, so you can take your date and curl up on the couch.
Of course.
It's called Path of Destruction. It's just a fun, like popcorn movie. It's nanobots that turn bad.
And you're a reporter who's going to save the world from said nanobots?
Indeed.
All right. And you brought a clip as well, because we want to tease them. We want to let them know what they can look forward to tomorrow.
Yes, someone brought a clip.
Well, what are we going to see?
Let's see what they picked.
All right.
This formation is actually made up of a bunch of little robots that eat things.
That's the simple version, yes.
I'm guessing that's not a good thing.
Not if you put stock in the gray goo theory.
The what?
The gray goo theory. Some scientists believe that nanotech is nothing more than a Pandora's box. I mean, that we might one day inadvertently create a single nanomolecule that is capable of multiplying and eating everything on the planet. Trees, animals, people.
So basically what you're saying is we're dealing with Pac-Man on steroids.
Yeah, that's the video arcade version of it, sure.
It's nothing scarier
than
an 80s arcade character on the juice.
That's right.
You got to be careful. Are you fearful for nanobots? Has this inspired you to be a crusader against the creation of nanobots?
No, but maybe I should be afraid of nanobots. The more I think about it, the more I think I should be afraid.
Danica, the movement needs a voice, and you should be the figurehead for it.
All right.
All right. Sci-fi games done. I refuse to believe there's math in you, Danica, and everybody tells me otherwise. Oh, don't bring it up. You're going to get schooled. Can I give you a challenge?
Sure.
Would you mind?
Yeah.
There's something that my teachers used to yell, and it was .999 repeating, etc., if you will, is equal to 1. I call BS because I knows my numbers. But
0.9 repeating forever, right?
Yes.
I mean, does that equal 1?
Can you prove it? That's the question.
It actually happens to be one of my favorites.
Oh, well, what were the odds?
Okay, because seriously, this seems a little strange, right? 0.9 repeating forever should be close to 1, but not actually 1.
Well, exactly.
Let's see.
All right.
If you let x equal 0.9 repeating, so imagine there's a million nines here.
Absolutely.
In fact, infinity nines. Then 10x, if you multiply 10 times this number, what do you get? Move the decimal. It's 9.999 repeating.
Right.
Subtract both sides. Over here, you get 9x. And on this side, what would you get?
9. 9, right.
Exactly. Divide both sides by 9, which we certainly can do, and you get x equals 9 over 9, or 1.
My mind is totally blown, Danica McKellar. Wow.
So, x equals 1, x equals 0.9 repeating, means that 0.9 repeating equals 1. Done.
Check plus for Miss McKellar, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That is amazing. So, all right, video games, check. Sci-fi, check. Obviously, math, check.
I want to see this list.
No, it's done and done. The only question is, what are you doing tonight? Because I could be your arm candy.
I had this really cool couch.
Yeah. Be sure to watch Path of Destruction on the Sci-Fi Channel this Saturday at 9, where Danica saves the world from nanobot destruction. And if you have math questions, and I'm not kidding, you can contact Danica through her website at danicamckellar.com. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Just a little behind-the-scenes peek for all of you at home. All of that flirting was actually entirely scripted. I'm a pro.
And you were bummed about that.
A little bit.
She's cute.
A little bit.
Kevin plus Winnie. only in his dreams. When we come back with even more great guests from Attack of the Show's 30-year history.
It's been illustrious.
Gosh, it's been that long. Yeah. We'll clear up some of the mystery and the cloud of pungent smoke around Jeff, the Dude Dowd. Welcome back to Attack of the VIP Show. Tell the bouncer you're on our list. Step carefully around the passed out groupies and join us, won't you?
Won't they?
I don't know, will they?
Sarah, do you remember that time we had our own little like mini Lebowski fest in the studio with Jeff, the Dude?
No.
No? You don't remember?
Oh.
I don't either, actually, because of the little post mini Lebowski fest party that we had in the green room.
Yeah,
it was good times.
Now, I'm going to assume you've all seen The Big Lebowski. But in case you're still in the dark about who the Dude is, let's get it straight once and for all.
Every time a rug is micturated upon in this fair city, I have to compensate the person.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to scam anybody here. I'm just,
You're just looking for a handout like every other... Are you employed, Mr. Lebowski?
Wait, let me explain something to you. I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the Dude. So that's what you call me, you know?
The Dude, however, was actually based on a real guy named Jeff Dowd. And why would we point that out? Well, because he's sitting next to me on this couch. The Dude.
How you doing? Good
Welcome
to see you.
to the show.
Been seeing you since 2 in the morning at the Lebowski Festival.
That's right. You had a White Russian and your arm draped over me, and I was trying to conduct a professional interview, but I don't know if it went off like
there was a beverage involved.
Yeah. So now, tell me about how this all started. How do you get a movie character based on your...
Well, I met actually through Robert Redford, and introduced me to an investor of Joel and Ethan Coen's first movie, Blood Simple. And pretty soon after that, they showed up on my doorstep and showed me the movie, and I helped them with the marketing and distribution. And
so you're a pretty well-connected guy. Robert Redford did the introduction?
Just happened to be sitting on his lawn.
Not bad.
No, it was the first year of Sundance, actually.
Oh, okay.
And that's how it all came about.
How did you make sure that Jeff Bridges got the character right? Did you do anything with that? Did you say, maybe you're not getting the accent together, or was it his
Well, I mean, the
take
body
on...
language, I think, I think you got it. If you, hand me the White Russian and... the body language is all me. The rest is, Joel and Ethan, who are brilliant writers. And it's all, it's their script.
Right.
It's what they thought I might have been like in the 70s for a while, kind of after we were political activists, but before we went back to work. And indeed, we were drinking White Russians, somewhere between tequila sunrises and Harvey Wallbangers, and, kind of slacking off for a while. Then we, went back to work and like everybody else. But, we were hanging heavy.
So in the 70s, you were a political activist that had a
60s
predilection
and 70s.
for White Russians.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Another thing.
I'm going to say it was probably on the left of things, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the movie itself. Popular movie, but it's more of a cult hit. You know what I mean?
Well, the cult's kind of grown rather big at this point. It's shocking who's into it. Anybody on any sports team, I hear from Iraqi veterans all the time that, that's what they're always watching it over in Iraq. Yeah. People, any rock band.
Why do you think that is?
Well, it's because, it's a movie that you're guaranteed to have a lot of fun watching with your friends. It's almost like an album. You have certain albums where they have 1 or 2 good songs on them.
Right.
This one, there's 15 or 20 classic scenes that stand onto their own. If you think of the scene with Jesus, what a classic. Or, the Jackie Treehorn scene, or the flying, round scene, or a scene with Maude, or the
right.
Walter, I can get you a toe scene. So it's I met a family at one of these Lebowski festivals, 3 generations of Latinos, the grandkids, the parents, and the grandparents. They watched the movie at Christmas time instead of It's a Wonderful Life. I think that's heretical. Go figure. But
that's awesome.
But they know they're going to have fun doing it.
Yeah.
We
met at the Lebowski Fest in L.A., and there's another one coming up in New York, right? Explain to me or explain to the people watching.
Look, I was very, leery about the whole thing the first time. Not nothing against the guys with the Star Trek stuff earlier, but my reference point was the famous Saturday Night Live, William Shatner thing. Right. He goes to the Trekkie convention.
You ever kissed a girl?
Get a life, And I thought, okay, it's going to be a bunch of weird weirdos there, geeks and everything. But it turns out the people who go are hip enough, like yourself, to appreciate, Joel and Ethan's sense of humor and their
right.
irony. And it's absolutely hilarious. The first night they do it at a club always, and bands play. Jeff Bridges' band actually played in L.A. And the second night they do it at a bowling alley, and people like dress up. Not everybody, but some people, you know, about a third of the people dress up, not just as Jesus and Maud and Dude and Donnie and, you know, and Walter, but they dress up as like lines from the movie.
Yeah.
So there'll be a guy like in army fatigues and mud on his face, and I go, "What are you?" And he goes, "Oh, dude, I'm the guy who died face down in the muck in Nam."
They have weird characters that aren't even in the films.
Yeah, no, so it's really, you know, if you like to party, you like to go places with your friends, it's really a fun event, you know. I mean, it's fantastic.
Now there's, of course, the new DVD, the Achievers edition out. Have you seen it? What do you think?
I've seen it. It's look, a lot of people have, you know, just like an old album or a CD, a lot of people probably worn through their Big Lebowski, DVD,
Right,
you know, particularly, you know, spilling various beverages on it and who knows what else.
Vodka.
So it's, you know, it's almost time to get a new one.
Right.
But and this one actually has a nice bowling ball cloth there to wipe your DVD off.
A chamois and some coasters as well.
It's got some coasters.
Very nice.
It's got Joel and Ethan talking about the movie, and there's some pictures. Jeff Bridges, who takes these kind of 360-degree pictures on every movie, stills, has, you know, has a bunch of his pictures in it. It's you know, it's cool.
Now you're a movie producer, but you're also an author.
Well, I'm almost done with my book, The Dude Abides, which is, it's basically a lot of classic tales that we've been telling for years. I happen to be in the right place at the right time, you know, around a lot of people who changed a little bit of cultural history or political history, whether it's being 17 years old with the Living Theater and the Rolling Stones in Europe, or last year with Neil Young, who's, by the way, new album, Prairie Wind, if you haven't heard it, is, great.
Yeah.
I was in Nashville when Jonathan Demme was shooting the film with Neil about a month ago, you know, and so, but it's a lot of stories about people and their friends getting together and saying, wait a second, we don't want to die of terminal boredom, you know, maybe we can change a little bit of the world here, and that's, you know, maybe that's the way to go.
Yeah.
And so it'll be, you know, I'm going to be touring colleges with it next spring, doing readings, and then it'll come out in the fall.
Cool. You want to stick around, take some calls a little bit later?
Absolutely.
All right.
Dude Abides, why not?
Let's do it. Visit jeffdowd.com to learn more on Jeff and pick up the Big Lebowski Achievers Edition, out today.
The dude was, I think the word is awesome, great guest, and he even stared down Office Jesus. And few have done that and lived. So.
I don't think anyone's really done that and lived besides
really
the dude.
Yeah.
Now, when we continue this stroll over the bodies of guests past, we start picking on a D&D nerd, only to discover it was actor Matthew Lillard.
Who knew?
When we heard that actor Matthew Lillard was into D&D, we thought maybe this was some new party drug we weren't yet aware of.
And that's rare.
And that's
actually.
Yeah, there he was, multi-sided die and all.
With most of young Hollywood obsessed with Texas Hold'em, it's kind of surprised that, you know, Scream and SLC punk star Matthew Lillard prefers slapping down frost giants to slapping down the old kings. Matt, welcome to the show.
Thank you, bro.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is true. Actually, I didn't say I could make it cool. I just said I'd play it.
You calling out Brendan there?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's one of my little hobbies that I play all the time.
The real deal, like you instead of going all in, like you're all in on the magic missile and not on the cards.
You can have both in your life. You can play both poker and D&D.
I
know it's crazy.
I thought you used D&D and that's it.
No,
nothing else.
If you play D&D, you can actually leave the house. You don't have to stay in the house every single weekend, every single night. You can go out, you can have a normal life, and play this amazing game.
I thought it was a prerequisite.
No,
it's good to hear.
Yeah, no, it's the crazy thing about the world these days. You don't have to be the stereotype.
So how long have you been playing? I mean, is this something that you just picked up recently? I mean,
no, I've been playing, I probably started playing when I was 8 years old. And then I stopped when it was appropriate. I mean, I stopped playing
when you decided you wanted to get with women and see what that's all about.
When I decided to start drinking and try to hang out with the ladies. And then I started playing again when I went to acting school in New York. A group of us got together when I was 22.
Wow.
And
so it wasn't that you decided the sex was becoming too much. You started to play again because you actually enjoyed the game.
And you can find a whole new array of women when you play D&D.
Really?
They're very easy gaming chicks.
Okay, so
gaming chicks have nothing else to do except give it up.
Except role play?
Oh, it's terrible.
What's your character?
Well, I have a couple. I mean, I've played.
Is there one you're particularly fond of that you'd actually shed a tear for if it were killed?
Oh yeah, now it'd be bad. In fact, I died a couple weeks ago and they had to resurrect me. Oh, I play a dwarven thief. That's not funny.
No, it's it. They were
Who's laughing?
Yeah, it is. It's a little.
Named Beetle.
Named Beetle.
Yeah.
Wow.
A dwarf with an 18 dex, if you can imagine that.
Very nice. What level?
He's 6th level now.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited.
Good.
And I've actually got into a little MU, so I've got a multi-faceted character.
Look at you. Very nice.
I feel like I'm coming out or something.
This is, well, I mean,
this is really
if you got to do
emasculating
it,
situation.
please just keep the clothes on. Whatever else you need to do, go for it.
Well, it's funny that I play the game, and I've said for a long time, I play D&D.
Right.
And finally, D&D called me. The Wizards of the Coast called me and said, "Well, do you want to be involved?" And there's actually an event coming up this weekend, this Saturday.
Right now, that's at the Magic Castle, right?
Right. And what they're trying to do is Wizards of the Coast is getting out there and they're promoting the game as a safe alternative for Halloween. It's a great game. It's a great game for kids. Right. I mean, the whole game uses imagination. And all these things in front of you are miniatures that are used in the game. And these are
I thought I was
very
told,
exciting.
hey, it's pen and paper. Doesn't this go against the grain of that? But apparently miniatures have been used in D&D for a long time.
And, they used to have lead figures, which of course started killing kids.
It's safer than Halloween, though.
Yeah, it's different.
Just melt it down and
These
sniff
are
in.
the new generation of minis, and there's it's a whole new way to bring the game to kids these days.
These are the Underdark mini booster pack, apparently, that is not coming out till November. And you sat down on the couch, and there was a very attractive makeup lady applying a finishing touch, but you could care less. You were like, dude, there's 3 dragons on the table.
Well, I mean,
look at that.
Come on. I mean, anyone putting makeup on a guy, by the way, is not that interesting. It's terrible.
It's all right.
But
I mean, this has tickled your fancy. Like you are really interested.
If you're a gamer, and I'm assuming a lot of people watching are gamers.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's Frost Giant. I mean,
so now,
huge.
do you traditionally use minis when you play now?
We don't. I mean, we use a couple. I'm actually, as I leave the set, going to steal all of these.
Right.
Pretty much as pay for being here today, talking about D&D.
Hey, congrats.
But yeah, I mean, we use them a little. But the great thing about the game is all about imagination.
Right.
So
now you, instead of poker nights, you actually have a D&D night with your buddies?
Yeah, we'll play like every now and then. I mean, look, we're all married, we all have kids, so it's getting a little harder. I go off the location to go to do films. But I play with Abe Ben Ruby, the big guy from ER,
yeah.
Without a paddle. He games with me, and he's famous.
What's
Come
that?
on, there's hope.
No, there is. I like this. So there's a special game day coming up, I'm told. It's like a Nerd Shoshana. It's like a
somebody said that backstage, November something. That's too much.
It's not on your calendar highlighted. You're not counting down the days.
This is how you deal with D&D geekness. You do it at special times in the month, you do that one game night, and then you go on with your life, and you have a normal life. So anyone that's getting together for to celebrate the geekiness. I don't know if I'm going to be that guy.
All right. So in moderation.
In moderation.
Yes. All right.
Behind closed doors.
Now, you have a dungeon fetish, I'm told, because you also did Dungeon Siege.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Tell me about this.
Oh, I just did this movie called Dungeon Siege. Mm-hmm. It's
really popular PC game. So
great game. And then they're making the movie. Jason Statham's the star. It's me, Lily Sobieski, Ray Liotta.
Did you guys play any D&D on the set or anything like that, or was it strictly?
Although I did read David Edding's book Belgrade. I read all 7 of those books.
Wow.
Doing that movie.
I'm assuming equally as nerdy as
yes,
D&D.
yes. Pawn of Prophecy is the first book. It's a great book. You should read it.
Listen, I know we joke, but it is a spectacular game, and it's good that they have someone like you out there pitching it.
Well, listen, it's a great game. If you get a chance, the minis are a great way to get into it.
Very nice. Thanks for coming by, Matt. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Not only was Matt a lot of fun.
He was fun.
But he just maybe, did more than Clearasil could to improve the public face of Dungeons & Dragons.
I think you're onto something there, Kev.
Could be. When we come back, we're bringing back all the guests for a final dance number. Yes!
La, 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 la.
But just so you know, so far, only Sarah and I are 100% confirmed.
We'll see how it goes.
Attack of the Show, baby. Attack.
All right, Kevin, you ready to take a chat question?
Time for one. Let's go.
For our VIP guest. Okay, Green Vents 27 wants to know, who are some other celebrities you hope to get on Attack of the Show in the future?
Me.
All right, Kevin, go ahead.
Cast of Stella, cast of Reno 911, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, and, maybe Jon Stewart.
Wow, you've really thought about this.
I really have. They all said no. You?
Matthew McConaughey, Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, Ethan Hawke. Have I missed anything?
You've really thought of this.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good that we do that. I think we've had many, many illustrious guests, as we've seen today.
And it's only getting better, folks.
You're right, Sarah. We'll see you around, folks.
See you guys.
That's it. Okay.
Computers on Attack of the Show provided by Intel. Game on. Power up. Take control with the Intel Pentium Processor Extreme Edition.